When Nebraskans send lawmakers to Washington, they expect them to serve our communities. But polling confirms that many Americans believe politicians are abusing their positions for personal financial gain. Over 80% of Americans believe members of Congress do a bad job of keeping their personal financial interests separate from their congressional work. As a result, it should come as no surprise that only 17% of Americans approve of how Congress handles its job. Polling doesn't just tell the story, history does too. Trackers on social media publish routine updates on former speaker stock trades. People follow these trades because they are profitable. As crazy as it sounds, mimicking a few lawmakers' trades is a legitimate investment strategy. In 2020, the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee sold over $1.5 million in stock just days prior to the pandemic-induced market crash. Stories like these underscore the need to act. Even the perception of self-dealing by lawmakers erodes public trust and can negatively impact voter participation in our democracy. To be clear, no lawmaker should profit off of insider information. My Stop Insider Trading Act is the solution. President Trump has voiced his support for this legislation. Just last week, Vice President Vance told House Republicans we need to pass it. My bill eliminates even the appearance of impropriety. It prohibits members of Congress from buying new stock. It applies the same rules to their spouses and dependent children. If a lawmaker or their family already owns stock, they can maintain that ownership. However, if members of Congress or their family wish to sell stock, they must publicly disclose those plans 7 days in advance. Doing so allows the public and the market to get ahead of any news that could impact the stock's price. My bill also carries significant penalties. Any violation would incur a $2,000 fine or a fine that is 10% of the transaction, whichever is greater. Any profit realized by a sale would also be forfeited. Under my bill, if a lawmaker sold $1 million in stock without filing advance public notice, they would be fined $100,000. They would also forfeit any profits. It's time for Congress to make this the standard. Nebraskans need trust and transparency from Congress. Americans are demanding action. My Stop Insider Trading Act delivers. There are Democrats who support this. As I mentioned previously, President Trump and Vice President Vance have voiced their support. Americans don't want insider trading. Congress should capitalize on this momentum. Both in the House and Senate need to move this bill quickly to the President's desk. By passing it, we can rebuild Americans' trust in their elected representatives. It's time Congress put real safeguards in place for lawmaker stock trading. I'm committed to getting the job done.